So today I will discuss Introduction to Agricultural Geography or the domestication of agriculture. So that is the how the agricultural practices are started in the globe. As in agricultural geography, there is the part of economic geography today. We have to discuss on agriculture, so we should bear the prime knowledge about the introduction of agriculture over the globe. I think agriculture is the basic discovery of the mankind to fit the people living in this globe. So it is very important. What is agriculture? According to E. W. Zimmerman, agriculture covers those productive efforts by which man settled on the land seeks to make use of and, if possible, accelerate and improve upon the natural genetic or growth processes of plants and animal life, to the end that the process will yield the vegetable and animal products needed to or wanted by man. It includes animal husbandry, tree culture, forestry, irrigation, hatcheries, fur farming, perhaps even hydroponics too. So, agriculture covers the production of plant and vegetables, fruits, as well as animal husbandry, forestry, hatcheries. These are also the part of agriculture in larger sense. So, first we should know the process of domestication of plants and animals, because all the plants or animals are wild earlier. Now, by the efforts of man, efforts of human beings, these wild plants and animals are domesticated, and it is now in the process of harvesting or in the process of harvestation in occupancy of human being. These are now resources. So agriculture has begun with the domestication of plants and animals in 8000 before Christ. So from today, 10,000 years ago, the practice of agriculture was started by means of domestication of particular plants and animals. First domestication was started by Sumerian people in Southeast Asia. The domestication is the process of adapting wild plants and animals for human use. Plant domestication is the process whereby wild plants have been evolved into crop plants through artificial selection. We should know that today the paddy or the rice, wheat, potatoes, these are now crops, but have we think that these were not crops earlier? These are wild plants rather. The first animals to be domesticated for food use are thought to be sheep between 11,000 and 9,000 before Christ in Southeast Asia. Carl Sayer, this great man, famous cultural geographer, formulated some hypotheses on the basis of common sense and his philosophical research on agricultural practices, better to say domestication of agriculture. These hypotheses are: agriculture did not originate in communities desperately in short supply of food, but among communities where there was sufficiency of food resulting from wanted need. The hearts of domestication are in regions of diversity of plants and animals. The primitive agriculture did not originate in the large river valleys because of floods. We know that all the civilizations, earlier civilizations, were started beside big rivers. But before that, when domestication were started, domestication of plants were started, the agriculture could not select big rivers because of floods, occurrence of floods. Agriculture began in forested land which had soft soil easy to dig. Soft soil is necessary because in that time there was no such equipments by which farmers can dig soil. The pioneers of agriculture had previously required special skills, but the hunters would be least inclined toward the domestication of plants. The founders of agriculture were sedentary folks because growing of crops required constant attention and supervision, and unless guarded properly, the crop will be lost. Major gene centers. This great man, Nikolai Ivanovich Vavilin, he started or he formulated he discovered the centers or major areas where domestication of plants and animals started in this globe. He was a botanist, that's why we geographer may call him a biogeographer. His research based on field investigation and archaeological findings indicate the main areas of domestication of plants and animals. These areas form the primary breeding culture. He devoted his life to the study and the improvement of wheat, corn and other cereal crops that sustain the global population. So, according to Vavilov, in 1949, there are 8 major source centers or hearts of agriculture. These are the Southwest Asia, the Southeast Asia, the China, Japan, the Central Asia, the Mediterranean region, the African gene centers, the South American centers, and the Central America. So, none was in Europe or Oceania. Most of the centers of origin of agriculture were confined within the rich belt of Asia, that is Southeast Asia, Southwest Asia, China, Japan, Central Asia. These are all Asian parts. And so the major gene centers, according to Vavilov, and this is recognized by all people today, that Southwest Asia was the heart of primary agriculture in this globe. That is the Southwest Asian nations in this region 8,000 to 6,000 before Christ, that is from today it was 10,000 years ago, agriculture was started in Asia Minor, Levant coast, Anatolia, Palestine, Israel, Jordan, Lebanon, Syria, Iraq, Iran, Afghanistan, Arabian Peninsula, Egypt, Cyprus and Greece. This Southeast Asian part, including the Arabian Peninsula, was the main gene centers of agriculture or plant domestication. The first crop that was harvested in this region is wheat, barley and peas, etc. This is the oldest gene center. So today most of the people on the globe depend on wheat for their primary food. That wheat was cultivated first domesticated in Southeast Asia. The second gene centers, that is the Southeast Asian centers, are the nations which are part of these are the South Asian countries and the Southeast Asian nation: India, Bangladesh, Pakistan, Sri Lanka, Myanmar, Thailand, Laos, Cambodia, Vietnam, Malaysia, Indonesia and Philippines. First domestication, that was rice, that is called Rhiza sativa, that first domesticated in our region, that is the Southeast Asian region. Besides sugarcane, legumes, sugar palm, coconut, bamboo, taro, yam, durian, tropical fruits, mango and banana were in this region. Time, that is the 9000 before Christ to 2500 before Christ. In the Spirit Cave of Thailand, first ligam were domesticated, and the rice were in 2500 before Christ. The China-Japan gene centers. The first known farmers in northern China lived in the lowest uplands of the middle Huanghe and the Weihe between 6000 before Christ and 5000 before Christ. First domestication: soybean, sorghum, millet, corn, sweet potatoes, barley, peanuts, fruits and vegetables. Agriculture spread towards Manchuria, Korea and Japan in the north and towards the Yangtze-Kiang Valley in the south. The Central Asian Gene Center. That is, Central Asia includes Afghanistan, Tajikistan, Uzbekistan, Kazakhstan, Kyrgyzstan, Turkmenistan. Agriculture community grew between 4000 before Christ and 3000 before Christ. These farmers were doing cultivation of crop with the help of irrigation. The major characteristics of this center that it was first adopted the mixed agricultural system, that is the agriculture of crops and the domestication of livestock in one by one. What were domesticated there? Peas, flax, alfalfa, almond, walnut, pistachio, grapes, melons, carrots, onion, garlic, radish, spinach, berries. These were domesticated in Central Asian gene centers. The Mediterranean gene centers. From the Iberian Peninsula in the west to Greece in the east, includes the coastal stripes of Africa along the Mediterranean seas. Gene centers of oats, flax, olive, figs, vines, rutabagas, lupins, oak, olive, lavender, and many vegetables. By 4000 before Christ, the crops of the Mediterranean region had been domesticated in the eastern parts of Mediterranean lands. There is the African gene center, sixth center. It was actually confined within the Nile Valley. Though it is African gene center, the center was basically lying in the northern part of Africa, just after the Mediterranean Sea. First domesticated here is sheep. That was the early meat of man or animal meat, that is sheep, goats and swine, and cultivated wheat, barley, cotton in 5000 before Christ. Look, most of the places wheat were cultivated, but it was domesticated first in Southwest Asia. In that time, transport communication system was not so good, so same corn or same crop may be cultivated in different places separately in same time. However, the Egyptian farmers also keep deer, gazelle, sheep, goats and livestock. The wetter areas were exploited by domesticated ducks and geese. The marshes, swamps, wasteland and stubbles are grazed by numerous herds of cattle, sheep with Kempi goats and pigs. The seventh, that is the South American gene centers, extends over Peru, Brazil, Bolivia, Ecuador, Argentina and Chile. The first domesticated plants of tuberous species like the manioc, arrowroots, waternuts, sweet potatoes. 7000 before Christ and 3000 before Christ, that was started. Axe and digging sticks were the main equipments of the prehistoric farming societies of the South America. Slash and burn process, that is the zoom cultivation, irrigation system, terracing and the use of llama dung of manure were practiced. So there are some modern sign of agriculture in South American gene centers. Next, the Central American gene centers. As per available sources, it is found that Central American gene centers were not a major center, rather it was a minor center. The Central American countries, that Mexico, Guatemala, Costa Rica, Honduras, Nicaragua, El Salvador and Panama are the centers of domestication. In spite of the early domestication of some plants, village life did not begin to develop in this region until 3500 before Christ. Corn, cocoa, tomatoes, avocados, potatoes, kidney bean, japots, pumpkin and cotton are domesticated in this region. It is also the homeland of red pepper, bean, sunflower and tobacco. In this region, the land was cleared by chopping and burning, and the seeds were sown with the aid of fire-handed digging sticks So some modern equipments were used in this place. Modern in the sense of that time, crops are stored in pits or granaries. These are the region of origin and approximate date for some of the most common domestic plants, like emmer wheat. It was region of domestication, that is near East Southwest Asia. Approximate date in 1000 years, that is 9 to 10,000 years before present. These are the time schedule of before present, not before Christ. 9 to 10,000 years before present. That means it was 7,000 to 8,000 before Christ. That is the another type of wheat that was domesticated in 9.5 to 8.5 before present, 1000 years before present. P, that was 9.5 to 8,005 years. Rice, that is the most demanding crop for us. Rice was domesticated in Southeast Asia 7,000 to 5,000 before present. Sugarcane, that was in our area Southeast Asia 7,000 to 5,000 before present. Sorghum and mulberry, it was domesticated in North China, Korea and Japan region. Soybean, that was in North China 7,000 to 5,000 years before present. That olive, fig and vine, it was these were domesticated in Mediterranean Europe 6 to 5,000 years before present. Sorghum and cotton, that was domesticated in Africa 6,000 to 5,000 years ago from today. So these are some important crops that were domesticated. This is the chart. So these are the centers of origin. That is the South America. That part is the Central America. That is the African part. It was basically North Africa. That is the Mediterranean region. That is the Western Southwest Asia. That part is the Southeast Asia, and this is China, Japan. So thank you. So I have discussed about the domestication of agricultural in ancient world. After domestication, man is now trying to develop how to get more and more yield, more and more benefit from the plants and animals that are harvested or cultivated by the farming community. Information technology today rapidly progressing, increasing, and by the way of increasing technology, the yield rate are also increasing. Okay, so present agriculture is very important for the survival of humankind, but it was started by the ancient people by means of their own technology in different places. So